All right, that's campaign Carl Cameron right here in our spin room. Joining us now is presidential candidate and former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee. Governor, good to see you. Thank you for being with us.
It's really a pleasure, Sean.
Did you have fun out there?
Yeah, I did have fun. I thought it was a great debate. I thought it was substantive. I thought the moderator and panelists did a good job of keeping it balanced, keeping it going, bringing a little fireworks into it, keeping it interesting. I thought it was a good night for the people of America.
You had a little bit yourself there and a couple of good lines in the course of the debate. What do you think was the defining moment for you in this debate?
I think being on that stage with those other 9 guys and proving that that I could be there and showing that there's not a varied tier of the candidates based on money, that it's about message, it's about the ability to communicate to the hearts of American people. That was important to me.
One of the things that was happening tonight, every candidate up there was questions about perhaps inconsistency or shifting positions. Yours came down to the issue of taxation and the gas tax in the state of Arkansas. Yeah. And your answer was that the people voted for it.
You bet they did, and we needed to build our roads. It was a $1 billion road construction program, the largest in our state's history. It revitalized our economy, put 40,000 people to work. Our people wanted better roads. They knew that if you don't have a good road system, you don't have a strong economy.
One of the things, too, I was over at the fair tax rally, and I saw you going in there. Yeah. There were literally probably, 10,000 people or so there.
And I think it's an exciting thing to see people come together for the fair tax.
Do you think that could happen? I mean, you talked about it being
It better happen, because if it doesn't, right now we've got 35,000 lobbyists in Washington going after 535 members of Congress. What we need is a tax system that puts the lobbyists and the IRS out of business and puts the American people in business.
How realistic is that, Governor? Because you've got to get Congress to go along with you on that. I mean, even whoever is president does not necessarily have say in terms of how you change the tax system.
But, Alan, this is a subject I think Democrats and Republicans ought to be able to agree on. This is not a liberal or conservative. In fact, I think it's one of the issues that can bring people together because it's an issue that's vertical, not horizontal.
Now, earlier tonight, you had one of the funniest lines of the debate when you said spending money like John Edwards at a beauty shop. I got a question. Was that
By the way, I really like that line.
Was that something that did you have that in your head? Was you were planning to have that line at some point?
No, I go to these kind of things and I just hope that, if I blurt out something like that, 2 things happen. The people laugh and my wife doesn't disown me. And in both cases, she approved and the people laughed and it went okay. But, I thought it was just a way to sort of picture, and I often think in
metaphors. You had that line planned, right?
No, I did not. But let me tell you something. I want to say to my barber back home, if he charged me $1 a hair, we couldn't come to a $400 haircut on me.
All right, you keep hearing about who's the real conservative in the race, and they try to pin everybody down on flip-flopping. And by the way, you can't blame Democrats for flip-flopping after all these Republicans who flip-flop, it seems, on everything. But how frustrating is it for you, as someone who's been fairly consistent, to see the other, what are called top-tier candidates, flip-flop on issues, and as someone said, not road to Damascus, but road to Des Moines.
That was a good line.
Conversion.
I think a lot of this whole process is now going to start being not just about money. It's going to be about message, and these debates give us a chance to really talk about who we are. And, if a person has some rich friends and all who can help him get a lot of money, is that the ticket to the presidency? If it is, we're not running toward a presidency, we're running toward a plutocracy. That's why debates like this are important, to let us really be seen for what we stand for.
Hey, Governor, I like the line about, I know my friend Alan takes a little exception, but it was funny.
Yeah, that looks like a pretty expensive haircut, doesn't it?
Listen,
if I had as much hair, I would pay $400 for the haircut.
$10 or $15.
Yeah.
So
I'm getting what I pay for, There you go.
Good to see you, Governor.
Thank you
for being with us.
Appreciate it.
Much more to come on the other side of the break.